Is remote viewing really outside of time and space? Difficult subject to grasp. I have some thoughts on that. Hi there, crypto fans and remote viewing fans. Dick Allgire here. Another beautiful day at Ethereum Place in Honolulu, Hawaii, talking about time and space in yet another new Aloha shirt. My wife has a closet full of these. Some of you ladies comment on them, so my wife sees those and she goes, hey, here's another one. So this is a new one. I hope you like it. All right, time and space is... There are many in the remote viewing community struggling to define what is remote viewing or how it works. What's the function of how is it possible to displace our awareness and bring back sensory data across time and space? And there are luminaries in the field who have simply said, well, remote viewing is beyond time and space. How can something be beyond time and space? I'm going to probably anger a few people. You can put your comments below and I will answer appropriately. Is remote viewing really beyond time and space? First of all, we've proved it upside down and inside and out over and over again. We give people targets that are an event or location in the past, and we successfully describe and sketch and remote view things in the past. We've given targets that are present time, simultaneous, called a beaconing target, where you go somewhere and in real time, people work that target and bring back valid data about it. And we also do future targets, where we see events before they happen, and we describe them, sketch them, publish them, and then we watch them happen exactly as we describe them. So we've proved that we can remote view past, present, and future targets. But is this outside of time and space? All right, to consider this, you need to define space and time. Can you define space and time? First of all, if I said, give me a definition of space, most people would probably go, wow, space is the nothingness between planets. Or they would struggle. Can you define space? I'll give you our definition. Space is the dimensions of height. Okay, so you have height, H-E-I-G-H-T, width, and depth. This would be three-dimensional space. Height, width, and depth, in which all things reside and move. So everything exists and moves within the dimension of height, depth, and width. So how could you remote view something? How could it be outside of that if everything exists within that? Okay, what is time? What's your definition of time? And try to give me a definition without using the word time or without using the term units. Difficult to do. Our definition of time would be, and this is elegant, I like this, consciousness observing. Without consciousness observing, it would be very difficult to have time. So if time is consciousness observing and remote viewing is consciousness observing, the act of remote viewing is using your consciousness to observe something within the dimension of consciousness. So you can't remote view without consciousness. You can't have time without consciousness. Okay, I used two words right there that are key to this discussion. Dimensioning consciousness, because we believe that consciousness is a dimension. There is a greater dimension that is consciousness. And within consciousness, you have measurements of space, which would be height, depth, and width, and you have concepts of time, which is the observation of consciousness. So here's how we think remote viewing works. Your consciousness, you as a human being, you are a fractal of the greater consciousness. You can call it God, you can call it the creator of the universe, you can call it the God consciousness, but you as a human being You're a piece of that consciousness. You're a fractal of that consciousness. You are observing by means of the physical body that your bit of consciousness is inhabiting. So because of the design of our human brain, the processing speed and power, and the inputs, which are parabolic antenna, stereoscopic eyes, sense of taste and smell and feel, all those things limit your perception to a specific point in time and space. So we're kind of anchored into this here and now by the adaptation of our consciousness to this physical body. But part of us reside in this greater field of consciousness. So within the dimensions of height, width, and depth, where everything exists and moves, something can happen like, okay, here's Dick Allgire right here at this point within consciousness and within time and space, where I'm here at Ethereum Place. And I can look out the window right there and I can see Pearl Harbor 6 miles that way. Some time ago at Pearl Harbor, let's say December 7th, 1941, a day that will live in infamy, President Roosevelt goaded the Japanese and allowed the Japanese to attack the Pacific Fleet. So that was a big event that happened in time and space. It's not outside of time and space. It's within time and space. I'm here now at a different time in a different location. Given a proper targeteering, I can move a portion of my awareness to this point within space and time where this is still existing, and I can move data back to my awareness here. It happens within the dimension of consciousness within time and space, so it doesn't really transcend time and space. What it transcends is my current perception of time and space, where if you believe your consciousness is limited to this time in this space, right in the here and now, like, okay, I can only see this and hear this and think this, you will be limited to that. But if you learn a method of remote viewing, it is possible for you to displace a portion of your awareness anywhere within this field and bring back data. And it doesn't exactly transcend time and space. It transcends your self-limiting perception of time and space. And that's how it works. I'd like to hear your comments, your arguments, and your thoughts below. I'll respond. But I've been doing this for 27 years, and I'm just starting to get a grasp on this. I'd like to hear what you think. See you next time. Aloha.